Hi everybody, I am here today with my new mini album. This is the Graphic 45 Twas the Night Before Christmas Deluxe Collector's Edition paper collection. I did use the 12 by 12 and 8 by 8 papers to make my album. The album itself measures 8.5 by 9.5 inches, and the pages are just slightly smaller inside. It has 4 pages in the album for 8 total sides, and it's a little different than my typical albums. It is a corset bound album. So the spine is 1 3/4 inches, and this is how the pages are in the album. They're attached with the corset. This album is matted to hold 74 photos total, the way it is designed. You can add more photo mats to the pockets if you wanted to add more. So there's possibility to be able to include a lot of photos. There are several 4x4 photos, several 4x6 photos, and then some smaller photos as small as 2.5 by 2.5, 2.5 by 3 inches, and 3 by 3 inches. So there's a large variety of different photos that you can include in this album, a lot with minimal cropping. So on the front cover, I do have one of the cut aparts, and I left it blank on the back. It's removable, so you can place a photo or you can journal, or you can actually attach this down if you don't want this to be removed. This is another journaling card from the collection. I fussy cut the clock. I added some ribbons here from Graphic 45. This is from one of the papers I just cut and placed on the sides. I've got 2 chipboard pieces and a couple of the Graphic 45 roses and a couple of chipboard pieces here that I have covered with glossy accent so that they're shiny. You will see that my flowers, and then there's a little bit of stuff on here, they are sparkly, and I used my stickles to create a little bit of a glimmery, shimmery effect. I also took a gold gel pen that's glittery, metallic, and I did go over the clock hands and a couple of other things just to have those stand out too. On the back, I just have a piece of the 12 by 12 paper. I just kept it plain. So opening up the album, on the inside cover, I have a large pocket with a photo mat, room for photos. On the first page, we have a swing tab, and then we have this flap opens for a photo. Then this side opens, room for 3 photos here. And then in this pocket, there is room for photos on this mat, and then room for journaling. On page 2, we have a belly band with a photo mat. These are open, so the photo will slide behind it. Then we have 2 pockets. These flip up. There's room for photos. And in the pockets, I have 2 photo mats, room for photos. The photo mat is actually what holds these flaps closed. There are no magnets used in my album. On this third page, we have a policy envelope closure with a piece of twine. This is one of the cut aparts. This opens up, room for photos, opens down, room for photos. On this pocket, there is a journaling card with the room for a photo on the back, and then a large photo mat for 2 larger photos. And all of these are open, so the photos will slide behind them. Then in the larger pocket in the back, there is another photo mat, room for 2 more photos. Flipping over to page 4. On the page, we have a piece of chipboard on the belly band. This just holds a photo mat for 4 small photos. And then here, I made a pocket, and I've added a tag that has room for a photo on the back, journaling on the front. And then the ribbon holds the waterfall closed, so it has room for photos here on the backs of the flaps, and then one here at the base Again, this is open for the photo to tuck under. On page 5, we have the signature sheet from the 8x8. I did cut it down, but I wanted to use it in the album. This page ties closed with a ribbon. So on the flap here, we have a photo mat. And then opening up, we have a spread of photos. And then here we do have a large pocket with a photo mat for 4 larger photos. This pocket is deeper, so you can add more photo mats if you would choose to do so, but I just left it with the 1 photo mat for now. On page 6, we have a ribbon closure that holds this closed, so there's room for 2 photos here. Flips out this way, room for 2 more photos here. Then there's a belly band and then a booklet here with room for 2 photos on the inside and 1 on the back. Moving on to page 7, I have another swing tab, and here I have 2 flaps. So the flaps each have a photo mat on the back and then a pocket that has 2 photo mats. This one has room for some journaling and then photos on the back. These are actually open, so a 4x6 photo will slide underneath there without having to crop it. Then on page 8, we have another waterfall. So we have a band here with a ribbon closure. I made this piece using the sticker and just fussy cut. Holds the waterfall closed. So we have room here for lots of photos. And then we have a journaling card here. Then behind this, there is a large pocket, and it has a photo mat with 3 photo spots on the back, 3 photo spots on the front. And then in the back cover, it's a mirror image of the front cover, a large pocket with a belly band that has room for lots of photos. So this album, like I said, is corset bound, so you can see the ribbons between the pages, but then if you wanted to remove them or put them in a different order, you would just have to remove these ribbons, and you can do so. So this mini album was made as a video tutorial series. If you are interested in purchasing the tutorial, I will link that in the description box below where you can purchase that, and it has 20 videos giving you every single step of creating this, from starting with the cardstock pages, decorating the pages with the graphic 45 papers, and then binding the pages together with the corset style binding. Everything is covered in the tutorial. It will also include a 6-page cutting guide that has all of the measurements for all of the papers. I do mention all of the measurements in the video tutorial as well, but I feel like it's really helpful to have them written down too. So all that will be available in the tutorial if you would like to purchase that. So again, that will be in the description box below. If you are looking to pick up the Graphic 45 papers, you can go to the Graphic 45 website to purchase those as long as they're still available. Also, the Graphic 45 flowers that I've used will be available too. So that website will also be listed in the description box below. Thank you for watching and have a great day.